Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm just going to show you a little bit of a new update on my island. Before we get into that though, I just want to say yes, I did do a little time traveling for this video. I just thought it would be really cool to show off this particular area during the cherry blossom season. I also want to say sorry for a lack of video updates lately. After I made my last video, I got really swamped at work, and then my wife and I actually went on vacation for about a week, and so I've just been kind of getting in the groove of getting back to work, getting back to making content, and coming up with ideas for more videos for you all. I also decided I want to start streaming a little bit more consistently, so I know for sure every Monday around 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, I will be planning to stream. And I'm also thinking about trying to add another day to the schedule as well, so I can stream at least more than once per week. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so where I'm at, I'm actually to the left of my entrance. I've done a whole video about the right side with this neighborhood area, so if we're starting from the entrance of my island, this is going left. And if you've seen previous videos or photos of mine, you know that this area used to be really nature inspired. I used to just have a line of trees going down in this area, and it led into my wife's house. This area was actually really inspired before by the Palais Royal, which is a park in Paris, but I decided with my island being this theme of more of a city inspired island, that I wanted to add more of that element into this area. So now coming along this area, I still have a little seating spot up here as before, but down over here, if you take this road path, you actually see this little sushi bar slash restaurant that I've made here. And with this was just using the stalls, custom designed, and then with the dark wood option, and the stalls are just turned backwards, and that's how we're creating this effect here with the drapes. And then I use brown simple panels for the lattice, and then also the wood planks. And then also in there is an ironwood cupboard. I put a retro fan on the left-hand side. There's an open frame kitchen to the left-hand side. And then there's also a little fish next to a cutting board. And then for a little bit of a register, I've put a fax machine turned around, and then also this little essay set, and then just a little drink machine next to it as well. And we can come all the way around into it. I just wanted to make sure that this was walkable and that you were able to actually get inside of here. So this whole thing was inspired by my friend Queenie Ann, and you might have seen a recent video I put out with her. It was a cinematic tour of her house, and she created a room in her house that was a ramen spot, and so I got a lot of inspiration from that room to build this. And then coming back along to the left-hand side here, I have this fish market, or open air market. Not sure what exactly to call it yet. I still want to play around and place some new items in here to really make this my own. This whole entire area was actually inspired by my friend Jean on Instagram. Jay Plays Animal Crossing. Jean created this beautiful, beautiful fish market based off of a fish market in Japan. And just to show you what we have here, those are solar panels that are up there, used as the roof. And then just another ironwood cupboard to kind of make this cash register type area. And yeah, I want to make this into kind of a open market, maybe like a farmer's market or flea market type of area. All of this will probably change pretty soon. This is almost a direct copy from Jean, and I kind of want to make it my own. And so coming back around and then up through this little alleyway or entranceway here kind of leads into this, what I'm calling the Old Town district of my island. I wanted this area to have a little bit of a nature feel to it, and that's why I've put these trees around and this pile of cherry blossom leaves as well. And I just wanted to use colors of like old, dark looking woods to kind of give it this old town feel. And even if you come around here, down this little alley, there's a well here with another tree. And I'm still working on the transition here. I just have these flowers and it takes you over to the resident services area. I want to find a way to partition this off a little bit better, and we can actually come down this little alleyway here. Very small alley. The goal here was just to kind of give it this old town feel. So this is what it looks like right now. And all of the codes for all of these simple panel designs, including the bar and all these like other Japanese symbols, they'll all be in the description of this video. And just to highlight a couple key pieces, I have the flashy flower sign here, a lecture hall bench for a little sitting area, and the cherry blossom lantern here. And I really love this utility pole that has the ads on it. And then right here is the fish drying rack. So if we go up from here to the left, if you were to come from the little market area that I just had shown you a little bit before, This is actually Billy's house. Billy is a goat jock villager. New to the island, just got him while I was on vacation actually, and surprisingly only 1 Nook Mile ticket. I feel like his house really blended in well with this whole old town kind of feel. The thought process being maybe that this whole entire flea market area is maybe like his antique Japanese goods or something like that. And just to show you what it actually looks like up here, and please don't mind all of these simple panels laying around, it's just a dumping ground currently. So if we go up here above his house, I have this little tea sitting area, and then deep down in there you can kind of see it on the left hand side of his house. That's the oil barrel bath, and at nighttime you can really see that steam start to rise up from there. And then this like green panel here is actually the wild right painting just turned around. I really like the texture of this, and when you look at it from down below, I don't know what it was, but it just added a lot to this roofing area. And then I'm just using the Zen fencing to kind of create more of roof for this ceiling. And so coming back down this area up upon this roof is a rooftop laundromat. I had just a little small space to work with here, and so I thought, yeah, I'll just throw in this little laundromat area. And so coming up a little bit further, I just have a little bit of a seating area here, just a couple more stalls. I plan to add a little bit more here, make it more of another small marketplace type area. I feel like when in doubt, you just throw stalls around and make an area a marketplace. So coming up through here, along this bridge to the left-hand side, kind of have this little hot springs area is what I'm calling it, with these cypress bathtubs, and then I have this serving cart here, and it has the rat and towel basket on top of it. And again, please forgive me for just having all of those panels over to the left-hand side. Those were just put down for dumping ground, and I'll move all of those eventually for sure. And just to add some depth, I just added a couple plants on a stall. I feel like plants really help an area that's just has nothing around. If you just put some plants around, it actually tends to work out most of the time. And then coming over to the right-hand side, this used to be just a whole restaurant area that I want to rework, and I still have a lot of work to do with this. Shout out to Colin.crossing on Instagram. He created this door simple design here, and that design will be in the description below, as well as the open door sign. And he has made a ton of these designs for different types of storefronts. And he also actually posted the pixel layout on his Instagram account, so that way others can be creative and actually make their own door designs as well. And one little thing about me, I actually have not updated to 1.3 yet. It's because I love the camera trick too much, where, you know, you might have seen this before, where if you press the button after you're pulling out your camera, you can actually get it so that way there's no markers on here. And that's how I do some of the cinematic videos that I post on my Instagram and here as well. And I'm just not ready to give that up. Unfortunately, I don't get access to things like the kiosk, or I can't do mail, and I can't visit islands right now until I update, unfortunately. So big shout out to Colin for posting that design so that way I could recreate it for myself and make this area. And so coming back around through here, and we go up the stairs, right here is actually another little shop that I've created, and I really love how this turned out. I'm calling this my little hobby shop area. So I have the arcade fighting game here, a couple boxes, and a lot of different magazine styles that I've put out here. I've actually really gotten into building Gunpla, or Gundam plastic model kits recently, and so that's where a lot of inspiration came for building out this little hobby shop area on here, because I've definitely been frequenting my local hobby shop pretty often as of late since I've started this new quarantine hobby. And then just to the left of this area is Pashmina's house. And if you have Pashmina on your island, you know that this isn't actually the exterior of her house. I actually did a live stream a couple weeks ago where I tried out the house exterior glitch, which also was unfortunately patched in 1.3. So by using amiibo cards, you can actually swap villagers into different house exteriors if you have certain amiibo cards. And so that's what I did with Pashmina. And since Pashmina is a super stylish goat villager, I wanted to make this area around her house kind of like a textile studio. And this whole entire courtyard area is based off a courtyard design that I saw from Hanami Crossing on Instagram. Mark does incredible design stuff, almost next level type stuff. And so this whole courtyard area was based on a courtyard that I saw that he built out for a villager himself. And like I mentioned, I wanted it to be a sort of textile studio. So I have this loom here, a couple kimonos laying out as if she had made those kimonos, a mini garden here, a little seating area right outside as well. And I just love the exterior of this house. It was actually originally Chow's house, and I just feel like this goes with the whole vibe of this area. And coming across through here, back down this other path, this area has been here for a long time. This is one of the first actual areas that I built out on my island. And here's this little matcha coffee shop. So this has all been here for a long time. None of this has changed. I might change out the flooring if anything, but I do really love this area still. And along with that too, I still have this basketball court up here. This is another one of those areas that I built out very early on in the game. And so that's about all that's new on my island right now. I am starting to feel really, really good about my island, and a couple people have asked for me to do an entire island tour now that some things have been updated. And I think I'm just gonna clean up the beaches a bit and probably add a little bit more to this store plaza area, and then I'll do a full island tour video. So I hope you enjoyed this video and hope you got a little bit of inspiration out of this new old town area that I'm building out. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It would go a long way in helping out my channel. Please make sure to tune into my live streams. I'm hoping to be able to get a second Switch pretty soon. That way I can make another island with a completely different theme, as well as be able to travel and do some island tour videos with you all, because I'll actually make sure that one is updated to the current version. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.